Hello everyone, it's Kruk and welcome to the 24th episode of Doki Literature Club Plus. So it's our third day on Natsuki's route. Let's continue. Without any further ado, as always, let's load the game. Yeah, so another day and another, this time last poem to write. So okay. As you remember, poem for Natsuki, we will start with the word maybe proof, Valentine, vanilla, milk, Doki Doki, skirt, chocolate, sweet, damn. I can never write a perfect poem. Joy, party. What the hell? I was at for Sayori. Okay, pink. Hop. Poppy. Romance? I don't think so. Romance feels like too mature. Let's risk. Okay, it's for Sayori. Papa, cute. Okay, cheeks, of course. Raincoat is like 100% Sayori. Dance, I'm not sure. Melody, okay, nice. Candy, sure. Games as well. Kiss, and that's all. So we've got it, yeah. Oh man, yeah, as we remember, we're skipping. Oh wait, I want to say something. I don't think there's like a third thing that we're doing together with Natsuki. I mean, oh, there is. Okay, never mind. But I don't remember. I mean, I don't think there's a third CG, but there's like a small thing. Hey you, huh? I look up to see Natsuki next to me. I look up. Sorry for this joke. I mean, like, you know, Natsuki's short and for sure he looks down to see her. Are you just gonna sit there and keep staring at nothing? Okay, he's saying so. Sorry. My bad. There isn't that much time, so... Ah, sorry. I didn't mean to make you worry or anything. It's not like I'm worried. I was just... Natsuki glances down at her side. She's holding the volume of manga in her hand. That's right, something just came up for a minute, but we can get started now. I won't make you wait any longer. Jeez, now you're making me feel like a jerk. If something's bothering you, then you can just tell me to leave you alone and I will. I mean, assuming you didn't feel like talking about or anything. She practically mumbles that last part. Now I'm probably making it seem like a bigger deal than this. I've just been thinking about Sayori, that's all. Sayori? Thinking about her? Yeah, she seems pretty down today. Yeah, so as you remember, this day is about like Natsuki not wanting to talk to others, and I think she's gone home earlier. Yeah, I'm sure. But she didn't want to admit it to me, so I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh, Natsuki exhales. Well, first of all, you should really work on your praising. But anyway, you're her best friend, right? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Well, in that case, I think you should trust her a little more. If she needed you, then you would be the first person she would go to, right? Well, I guess that's true. I mean, some people have just those days. You can't always avoid it. If anything, she probably doesn't want to worry about her... Okay. If anything, she probably doesn't want you to worry about her because it's not important. Yeah, that's kind of what she said it to me. Maybe it's not right for me to go against her wishes. Exactly. If she needs you to worry about her, then it will be a lot more obvious. Yeah, I should have thought of it that way from the start. Yeah, actually, Natsuki's wrong. Like, after we know what actually happens, like Sayori's strong depression and other things, it's not really that simple. But I think I talked about it in a really like logical way, you know, like about depression on one, I think on the 5th or 4th episode of Q&A with Monica. Natsuki fiddles with the book she's holding in her hands. She really means a lot to you, doesn't she? Don't get the wrong idea or anything. We've just been friends for a long time. Someone to be worried about your friends. I mean, you were worried about me, so I was not. Jeez, if you're fine, then let's hurry and get started already. Yeah. Okay, everyone. Yeah, that's what I thought about. Like, there's no, like, you know, third special event, let's say, with somebody. Okay, so let's skip to showing poems. Start with Sayori, and she's saying the same thing, so that's kind of bad. Natsuki, let's see. She's so enthusiastic. You're certainly enthusiastic to a goddamn protagonist. You're just thinking the same way as me. Of course, you know I like your writing. I'm just surprised. It seemed like you had a lot of trouble admitting that before. Well, of course. I just had to put you in your place a little bit. It's not like I was shy or anything stupid like that. Or jealous. I really wasn't jealous, just because you happen to be a good writer. That's such a dumb thing to get jealous about. Haha. Natsuki, what? You're not very confident about your writing, are you? Huh? What are we talking about? My writing is obviously the best, right? It took me a while to figure out, but I think I finally did. Maybe Natsuki acts so arrogant because she's trying to make up for her own insecurities. If she acts like she's the best, then other people might think that way too. Right? Kruche, please just tell me you like my poems. Don't care if you hate them. Just please tell me I'm the best. I just really need to hear that from someone. I know I sound stupid, but there's a reason I never shared my poems before this. Natsuki, because nobody ever takes me seriously. What's the point in sharing my poems if people just laugh and say, "That's so cute, just like you, Natsuki"? That's, I think, Sayori's quote. Sometimes I don't want to be cute, but nobody understands that. I try really hard when I write. The style doesn't matter. The emotions are there. Why can't anyone see that? I just want... Natsuki trays off. Maybe it's because her lips started to quiver. I look down. Her fists are clenched really tightly. Hey Natsuki, if you're not careful you'll rip your own poem. I gently grab the pen with my own hand until she relaxes her grip on it. I place it flat on the desk and smooth out the wrinkles that she put into it. Don't read it! Before I can pick it back up, Natsuki snatches the poem up from the desk. It's not any good. And I know you hate my poems, so you don't have to read this one, okay? But I want to read it. Why? Because I like your poems. I really do. Why would I judge you for your style? It's not like my own style is anything crazy. I mean, it's true that the first time I read one of your poems, I didn't look much into it. But I know you better now. And it's wrong for Yuri to think your style is more amateur than hers. And Sayori, she always means well, but sometimes she's so focused on simple happiness and she doesn't understand what people really want. Yeah, I guess I never really thought about how hard it is for you, and I'm sorry if I was part of that problem. I understand now. You're not just cute, you're a lot more than that. Ah, Natsuki, you're doing it again. Once again, Natsuki clutches her poem a little too hard. She looks down, hiding her eyes from me. I never realized how difficult this was for her. But finally, she forces herself to extend her arms and set her poem on the table. You can read it. Just turn that way. I don't want you to look at my face right now. Okay, I will. Okay, so it's a new poem. Let's read it. Because you. Tomorrow will be brighter with me around. But when today is dim, I can only look down. My looking is a little more forward, because you look at me. When I want to say something, I say it with a shout, but my truest feelings can never come out. My words are a little less empty, because you listen to me. When something is above me, I reach for the stars, but when I feel small, I don't get very far. My standing is a little bit taller, because you sit with me. I believe in myself with all of my heart, but What do I do when it's torn all apart? My faith is a little bit stronger, because you trusted me. My pen always puts my feelings to the test. I'm not a good writer, but my best is my best. My poems are a little bit dearer, because you think of me, because you. So we can get from this poem, like, the main idea I think is that it's about us, about the protagonist. Why are you looking at me like that? If you don't like it, then just say it. I won't get mad. No, it's not like I don't like it. It was just a little surprising to read, or I guess I'm not used to hearing such nice things coming from you. Don't just say that, dummy. What do you think the point of writing is? Just in things that you can't just say. Yeah, I understand. Sorry for missing the point sometimes. Always mean well, and I'm happy that you showed me this to me. I liked it. Well, yeah, I'm a pro, so Natsuki mumbles, completely failing to sound confident like she usually does. Just remember that I can think these things sometimes too. You know, when you're nice to me, it's meaningful. I'm glad. Sensing Natsuki is satisfied, start to hand the pen back to her. But as I do so, Natsuki takes my hands and pushes them back away. Her small, soft hand surprised me with her assertion. I don't want it. Huh? Why not? I just don't. Jeez. I realize what Natsuki is doing. Unable to be honest, she's trying to give me the poem in a roundabout way. Well, in that case, I'm going to keep it. Instead of teasing her, I choose to go along with it. Good. If you didn't, I would. Never mind. Just, I'm glad that you won it. Natsuki backpedals on her words and leaves it at that. Despite her best efforts to hide her expression, I can see her faintly smiling to herself. That's all for now, so go put it away before someone sees it, okay? Ah, yeah, I'll go do that. With that, I return to my seat so that I can put away Natsuki's poem. Let's go to Yuri, but she doesn't really want to talk to us. Yuri doesn't look too enthusiastic about spending time with me. Guess if she changes her mind, she'll come to me. They should leave her be for now. Let's finish with Monika. Hi, Kruhu. Okay. Sticking with the Natsuki style once more, I see. You really like Natsuki, don't you? That's... Oh, come on, Kruhu. It's awfully suspicious, you know? Spending time with her in the club room every day, planning to like the manga that she's into. You know how Natsuki is. If I don't indulge her, she'll end up hating me. Huh? No, I think that you're misunderstanding Kruhe. So like Natsuki just hates anyone who doesn't give her what she wants. Yeah, she's assertive, but she's not that selfish. In fact, I think you're the only one who's indulged her as much as you have. Is that so? I kind of knew that, but I just didn't want to admit it. So I just need to ask one thing of you. Be careful, please. Natsuki is kind of unpredictable. A lot of times she doesn't even know what she wants. After all, she's the youngest one here. I mean, I don't think the age difference between them is, like, you know, big, because like each one of them is 18 plus, as Don Salvador said once. She might not know how to handle her own feelings properly. What I'm saying is, if something bad happens, then it could end up damaging the club too. But you wouldn't do that to me, right? I'm not sure how to respond to Monika. While I care about her and the club, it's also kind of unfair to bring that up. Well, you're smart. I'm sure you'll do the right thing. Monika smiles sweetly. Anyway. We're going with Natsuki. Well, baking sounds like it could be fun. And you guys made it sound like a lot of work, so it could probably use 2 people. Don't worry, baking is a ton of fun, you'll definitely agree. Huh? Just a minute ago you were saying that... that's because... Never mind, okay? Well, anyway, you'll be fine by yourself, right, Yuri? Of course, I'm used to it after all. That's good. Even though Yuri is being melodramatic, it's all too hard to not feel bad. So that's everything, right? Anything else we need to talk about? No, I think that's it. Are you guys excited? Yes! Everything except the performance is gonna be awesome. I don't think that really counts. What about you, Kurufi? Me? I guess you could say that I'm interested to see how it turned out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Yuri? Yuri? She's still sulking. Natsuki starts pouting too. It's not that big of a deal or anything, but it might not be just that. I think that Yuri might just be feeling a little underappreciated in general, having to come up with something for her to do and then nobody offering to help. That doesn't mean... Ooh. Natsuki glances back and forth between everyone with a worried expression. Look. Natsuki goes over and puts her hands down on Yuri's shoulders. Yuri, you really are the most talented one here, and you're going to help make the event a lot more fun and welcoming. I mean, the cupcakes will probably help a lot too, but you're gonna make the atmosphere special. That'll be really important for the way that people feel during the performances. So, you need to stop being dumb and give yourself a little more credit. Natsuki raises her hands and turns around to face the other direction. You didn't really mean that, did you? Not really, but Yuri isn't the only one surprised. Monika and I are also taken aback by Natsuki's words. Natsuki of all people to be saying such encouraging things. But I begin to understand. Natsuki was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. I'm sorry for being dumb. I'm going to do my best. And all of us are going to make it a really great event. Yeah. I hope to see everyone do their best. But within that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out. Okay, but I'm staying here a bit longer. Barely got to do any reading today, so fair enough, there's nothing wrong with that. Everyone packs up their things. Start to follow Monika and Yuri out the door so that they can chat between each other. Where are you going? We still need to figure out our plans for this weekend. You literally would have gotten home and realized that you didn't even have a way to contact me. Oh, that's true. I have no idea how that slipped my mind. Jeez, good thing I stopped you. I'm giving you my number, okay? You'd better not make it weird or anything. Why would I do that? Natsuki gives me her number. Okay, I'm coming over on Sunday. I'll bring all the ingredients. Wait, you're coming to my house? Well, yeah. What's wrong with that? I mean, I just figured that since I'm the one helping, I would be going to your house. Yeah, right. Like I could have a guy over my house. My dad would kill me. Really? That's kinda strict if you ask me. Yeah, how do you think I feel? I can't do anything when my dad is home. Yeah, Yuri also had a reason, but it was not set. I wonder what it was. Anyway, I just needed to complain for a second. We have each other's numbers now. That's all I needed from you. I guess I'll text you when I'm coming over. Alright, fine by me. Yeah, I'm really gonna show you why I love baking so much. So you'd better look forward to it. Oh, didn't you say you were just going to give me the dirty work? Well, I was just saying that. It's not like I could act like in front of everyone that I was looking forward to this. Wait, really? Well, kind of. Just because I never got to bake with someone else before. That's all it is, so alright, I get it. Sorry for overreacting. Anyway, I'll be heading out now. See you on Sunday. Never mind. I think she was hoping for going home together, but protagonist just didn't think about it. I can't believe this. Natsuki is going to be coming to my house on Sunday. My shinty shoots through the roof. Okay. How long is the video? Because it's... Okay, you know what? It's... I don't know. I think I'll just make a long video. Because I don't want to separate this to two videos. Okay. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Natsuki's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. I wonder if she'll act any different when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, she's been texting me a lot. We sent each other one after exchanging numbers to double check, but it turned into conversation. Sorry. She's almost a different personality on the phone, using tons of emoji and cute language. She also really likes complaining about things, but I kind of saw that one coming. But putting Natsuki aside, I haven't heard from Sayori. Okay. This heartbreaking conversation, as we remember. But yeah, we're immediately going to this nice mood. I spent only a few minutes back at home, anxiously awaiting Natsuki's arrival. Before I know it, she texts me to let me know she's outside the front door. Without delay, I opened the front door to let her in. Sup? Hey. I don't know what I was expecting, but seeing Natsuki in something other than her school uniform totally threw me off. That's such a nice one, in my opinion. Like, I think Yuri's also nice, but this one suits more like to a regular one. I mean, like, Yuri is trying to be as modest as possible, like with her long sleeves, because as we know, she might have cut it herself, and you know, just not showing her body at all. Seeing her in such cute clothes makes the uniform seem totally unfitting in comparison. Geez, don't make it feel so awkward already. It's gonna be a long afternoon, so don't be weird just because you're not used to seeing me outside of school. Anyway, I'm coming in. I see you brought a lot of stuff. Natsuki is carrying a large bag that is probably full of baking supplies. Well, I didn't want to come all this way to find out that your kitchen isn't equipped for the job. You bought everything I asked you to, right? Yeah, I did. Yesterday Natsuki asked me to buy a bunch of ingredients if I didn't already have them at home. Good. Glad I could count on you to do your part. Well, of course. I'm surprised to hear Natsuki suddenly say that, rather than something snarky like she usually does. Could be that she is a little different outside of school after all. That would be good. Anyway, let's go to the kitchen. What? You're not even gonna offer to take this heavy bag from me? Where's your hospitality, Kruhe? Come on. Since when did I need to be a gentleman? I grab the bag Natsuki holds out to me. This is ridiculously heavy. Haha, I carried that all the way here. Are you impressed? I see now. Yeah, I am impressed, Natsuki. Seems like I always underestimate you. Haha, it's because I'm so small, isn't it? You jerk. Natsuki hits a fist into my chest. Hey, your size has nothing to do with it. Do you really hate being small that much? Huh? It's not like I hate it. I mean, sometimes I like proving people wrong when they only think I'm worth my size. It's fun when I get to be small and also better than other people. But, geez, never mind. What are you making me say? Don't think you can make me talk about weird things just because we're not at school. Are we getting started or what? There's a lot of stuff I gotta teach you. Haha, what? That's a little bit more like you. You're more fun when you just speak your mind like that. Hey, now you're treating me like a kid. I was just trying to be a little nicer to you, you know? And just because I don't have a mature and sexy figure like Yuri doesn't mean you should treat me like... Natsuki catches her word and her face turns red. Natsuki, forget it. I didn't say anything. I should apologize. Huh? I appreciate that you were trying to be nicer. I should have been a little more considerate too. But also, if that's what you're thinking, then you should know that there are tons of guys who are into body types like yours. How would you know that anyway? Just trust me on this one. Gross. Hey, was that to me? Who else? Man. Let's just get started already. Haha, you get all sour when a girl calls you gross. I finally found your weakness, Kruhe. Natsuki smiles deviously. Please spare me. Now if Natsuki decides to dish out more insults like that, there's no way I'm not fighting back. But she's satisfied enough for now, finally starting to pull things out of her back so we can get started. Before long, the whole kitchen is a mess. Spoons, dirty bowls, flour, spilled fluid, and plastic bags are strewn about every countertop. The mixer isn't big enough to make all the batter at once, so we've had to do it several times. Meanwhile, Natsuki's babysitting all of my movements to make sure I don't mess up her precious baking. Kruche, where did you put the food coloring? The batter's going in the oven soon, so I need to fill the trays. I think it's still in the bag next to the table. What are you using it for? To color the batter, of course. I'm making each tray a different color. That way, even if the flavors aren't different, everyone can still pick their favorite. Ah, that's a cute idea. Are you doing anything like that with the icing? Do you want to? You're asking me? I don't really have a preference, so come on. You're not putting any heart into this at all. Can't you just at least try to have fun? I'm having fun. I'm not really sure what Natsuki's trying to get out of me. Meanwhile, I see her separate the batter into smaller bowls and put a few drops of food coloring into each. Oh, that does look pretty cool. See? It's not like baking is just about following instructions. The presentation is where you get to be creative and have the most fun. It's a million times more worth it in the end if just looking at it makes everyone's eyes lighten up. Like the ones you made on my first day, huh? I recall Natsuki proudly presenting her cat-shaped cupcakes and Sayori and Monika's delighted expressions. I wonder if I can make Natsuki proud like that too. Yeah, maybe I will use the food coloring then. Sounds like you're starting to understand. Just make sure you completely finish mixing the icing before you mess with the food coloring. Yeah, it's getting there. We were using the electric mixer for the batter, so I got stuck with a whisk and a huge bowl for the icing. Huh? The icing's still all lumpy. Are you even trying? Well, yeah. It'll just take a little longer. Jeez, I'll be here all night if you do it like that. Okay, let me take a sip of water because I've been reading text for 26 minutes. Okay, it's all fine. Here, look. Natsuki grabs the whisk from me and uses her other hand to tilt the bowl back. You really need to beat the crap out of it. After a few seconds, the consistency of the icing has already improved. See? As if to emphasize, Natsuki sticks her finger in the icing and pops it in her mouth. I reluctantly start to do the same. Hey! Natsuki suddenly grabs my wrist. I don't want your gross fingers in my icing. Your icing, huh? Are you forgetting who did all the work? I start to fight back, trying to inch my finger toward the bowl. Don't make me beat the crap out of you next. I'd like to see you try. I push harder, just enough for my finger to reach the icing. I triumphantly scoop some with my finger just as Natsuki tugs with all her might. Ah, the force of Natsuki's pulling me causes me to stumble, making her stumble in turn. Gross. You got it on my face. Whose fault is that? There's a big glob of icing on Natsuki's cheek. She tries to reach it with her tongue, but it's too far away. Jeez, you know what? Take this. Natsuki instead wipes it off with her finger before shoving her finger toward my own face. You wish. I'm faster. Grab her wrist with my hand before it reaches my face. Natsuki tries to use her other hand to fight back, but I grab that one as well. Okay, and we've got this nice CG of, you know, the fight. Haha, stop! Not until you apologize for calling me gross. Fine, fine, I'm sorry for calling you gross. No, I don't mean it. It's just fun seeing you react to it. You do that to me all the time, you know. Saying dumb things just to get a reaction out of me. You really shouldn't tease girls like that. Is that so? In that case, I probably shouldn't do this either. I take Natsuki's finger and put it in my mouth, licking it off the icing. What? Did you seriously just... Natsuki is so surprised that she can't even figure out how to get mad at me. Her face is entirely red. Kruche, you really shouldn't do that kind of things to girls unless you really like them. You know that, right? What kind of question is she asking me just like that? Sorry interrupting, but I mean, in this plus version, like the odds like CGs or like, you know, these things got really improved. Like, this looks so nice. Like, look at these eyes. This is like, these are so complex. How did the mood turn to this so quickly? Natsuki gazed at me in silence. I noticed her shallow breaths. Why am I starting to feel dizzy? Huh? Out of nowhere, the fire alarm starts going off. Natsuki rushes over to the oven. Is something burning? I thought you didn't put the cupcakes in yet. No wonder. You left a dirty tray in here, dummy. How could you make a mistake like that? You should have checked before turning the oven on. Don't blame me for your mistakes. Jeez. Natsuki uses an oven mitt to grab the black-ended tray out of the oven. She sets it on the top of the stove. In another moment, the fire alarm stops. Anyway, I'm putting them in the oven now. Yeah, the tension from the moment before still lingers over our heads, but the moment has already been lost. I watch as Natsuki slides the cupcake trays into the oven. Then I reluctantly pick up the whisk and continue with the icing, like nothing ever happened. Ah, that smells so good. The cupcakes are ready to be pulled out of the oven. Oven, I know, I'm reading too fast and I'm like saying oven. I know it's a wrong way of pronouncing that. As soon as Natsuki opens the oven door, a blast of sweet smiling warm air fills the room. Look at how cute they all look. She proudly shows off the different colored cupcakes in each of the trays. They'll look even better once we add the icing. Not like you need to tell me that. I brought decorating stuff, so I hope you can get creative. Here, scoop the icing into these bags. Natsuki hands me some plastic bags. I have these nozzles that will make it look nice and fluffy. This one can even make flowers. We probably won't be using it this time though. What's this one for? I pick up one of the nozzles that has a much thinner tip than the others. That one's really thin, so you can use it to make stripes or other patterns. But you can also use it to write stuff on a cake. Like happy birthday or whatever. Huh, I see. That gives me an idea actually. Huh? Well, it's a literature event, right? We could make it more literature themed by writing different words on each of the cupcakes. It would be fun to see people choose their cupcake based on the word they like. Ooh, I was kind of expecting you to say something really stupid, but that's actually a really cute idea, so haha, maybe I'm getting it from you. What's that supposed to mean? I'm not cute. Come on. You know that's cool, nobody's judging. You can't dress and act like this and not expect me to think you're cute. Oh well. Natsuki's voice trails off. Same with you. Huh? Did you say something? No, nothing. Let's just do the icing. Did she just call us cute? That's suspicious. Natsuki picks up the paste and fastens a nozzle onto each of the bags. There's a lot to do, so we shouldn't be wasting time. Here, I'll show you how to do it. Without giving me a chance to think about before, Natsuki quickly moves on. She shows me how to apply the icing and then we each get to work. When we finally finished, Natsuki puts them all side by side to admire our work. Look at how pretty they are together. Yeah, they are, aren't they? Ooh, I wish I could have one now. Well, there's no reason you can't, right? I don't see any harm in that. Well, yeah, but my dad's making dinner tonight, so I really need to save my appetite. Haha, Sarah is the exact opposite in that regard. If she was here, we'd probably be down the 10 cupcakes already, and she would still eat dinner. Come on, that's just unhealthy. Besides, when my dad cooks, I need to eat as much of it as I can. Well, anyway, I was hoping we would have time for manga, but I need to be home for dinner. Oh, already? That's a shame. It's your fault for working so slowly. Should have thought about that. It's not like you always have this chance. Yeah, and here it's different. Like, we'll never know if Natsuki is leaving because she's feeling like that there were so many intense situations, or if she really has to go for dinner. But I think it's because she doesn't seem like, you know, having so hot time with those scenes as Yuri does, because Yuri obviously left our home because she was just overwhelmed as an introvert. Man, as usual, Natsuki places the blame on me. So you can bring the cupcakes tomorrow, right? If you and Sayori each carry some, then you can probably do it on one trip. Yeah, I can do that. And don't worry, I won't let her eat any. Oh, that's a shame knowing what happens. Haha, I wish she would listen to me the way she listens to you. Yeah. I again think back to the conversation I had with Sayori earlier today. I felt so helpless. How long is the video? It's 35 minutes, oh my god, okay. We're fine. Sayori always does listen to me, but at that point it felt like she couldn't listen to me at all. Okay, I'm all packed up. Good work today. You too. I'll walk you out, I guess. Just like that, Natsuki is already about to leave. It feels like the afternoon went by in a flash. More than that, did I even take the opportunity to get closer to her like I wanted? Well, I guess I'll be off then. Thanks for all the help and everything. I'll see you tomorrow. Wait, Natsuki, huh? What you said before about not always having this chance doesn't have to be that way at all. I had fun today. You showed me how fun bacon can be, like you wanted. But aside from that, you can come over anytime, okay? I think that if possible, I'd like to spend more time like this. If you want to read manga or go out somewhere. Do you really mean that? Natsuki looks at me tensely, like she's trying to hide her expression. Yeah, I want to spend more time with you. Kruche, I thought you only cared about getting this done. Ooh, I'm sorry I had to leave so early today. I really didn't want to. I would really stay here longer if I could. I feel the same way as you, so... Natsuki suddenly gets closer to me. Wait, Natsuki. 10 inches from me, Natsuki looks up at me. I feel her fingers gently clutch at the sides of my shirt, as if holding on to me. Her rose-colored cheeks and matching eyes fill my vision, along with her slightly parted lips. What is happening? My head starts to go dizzy as I feel her soft breath against me. I felt it for a while now. Natsuki suddenly jumps back. Sayori! Hi Kruche. Sayori! Just now we weren't just about to kiss, you know. Haha, it's okay, Kruche. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, you should have come a little earlier. Why earlier? She could have come later, so we would be after this. I'm already on my way out, so... Oh, really? That's too bad. Yeah, well... I'll still see you at the festival tomorrow, so it's fine. Just don't eat any cupcakes before then. Anyway, later. Clearly flustered, Natsuki hurries off, and Sayori waves goodbye. Sayori! Yeah, this heartbreaking conversation, and we don't love her, sadly. Oh, okay. There's a little different dialogue here as well. I managed to carry all the cupcakes myself by carefully stacking 2 trays. Natsuki is already texting up a storm, but I can't respond thanks to my hands being full. Okay. Only 2. Okay. Wait. No. Okay. I wanted to warn you guys. Sorry. I wanted to warn you. I make a text in, I don't know, in editing video or something. But also got a little bit scared. But remember this scene. But I wanted to stop skipping for a second before that, because it's always a scary one. Yeah. So the end, as we remember, but we don't give a... Don't say a bad word. We don't care. Because why would we? Okay, so we unlocked Natsuki's 3rd poem. Natsuki's CG. Protagonist's kitchen. Sketches of Natsuki's 2nd CG. That's a lot actually, but that's nice. Okay, so next time we're doing Act 2 again. It will be kind of weird because we'll be skipping through like dialogues which have random jump scares. So there will be some warnings for you guys, of course, but I mean there won't be much of new dialogue because we'll just, you know, there will be some details, yeah, because like in Act 2 Yuri is still getting mad at us, and it's not a spoiler if I tell you that, but Natsuki's route is still Yuri confessing to us at last and committing suicide, even though if we don't love her. I mean, I think it's kind of obvious that she commits suicide if we don't love her, but if we do, then she also does. So yeah, so thank you all for watching. See you in Act 2. I think it will take 1 or max 2 videos to finish it, and then Sayori's route, because it's not a lot, as I said. Okay, so take care and see you tomorrow. Goodbye.